What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Hasbro Marvel Legends US Agent. And so here we have the US Agent posing out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories. US Agent does come with 2 pairs of hands. He does come with a pair of fists. We do get a left style pose hand, and then a right grip hand. He does come with his shield, which does look good. It does clip on his arm, or you can have it on his back. And his final accessory is the right arm of the controller, which is a Build-A-Figure we're probably not going to finish. So with that out of the way, let's have a closer look at US Agent. And so here we have a closer look at US Agent, and Hasbro's done a really good job with this figure. I really do like the head sculpt. It's a very, very good likeness to the US Agent from the comic books, and he does have that Captain America feel to him, which I really do like that. He even has the side wings that we see right here, which look really nice. He has his ears exposed, just like the Captain America mask, and I really do like his eyes. They did a really good job with his deep blue eyes. Those look really nice. Overall, the paint on his face is fairly clean for the most part. Yeah, there are some instances where the paint is bleeding over, which it is a little bit unfortunate, but it's not a big deal. It still looks good, and it does look like a cowl draped over his head, and I especially love the expression. I love the fact that he's all angry, because that's pretty much how US Agent would be. He's pretty much the replacement Captain America. Having a look at the rest of his body, he is using your standard bigger Marvel Legends bulk. It's not the Bucky cap, but it's not the Hyperion. It's the body that I believe Reaper came with, and somebody else used this. I don't remember who else is a notable... Cloak used this body as well. It's a really good size for the Captain America characters, which I think I prefer this over the Bucky cap for Captain America. So yeah, it does look good. Paint could be better. As you can see right here, there is some sloppiness on the edge right here, but surprisingly it's just at this corner. Everywhere else the paint is clean for the most part. The red is going a little bit off mark right there. Something to note is that on mine, it looks like the white on his chest got more care than the white on his abdomen, because this looks like a very bright white. This looks like an off-white. It's almost like the white here on his abdomen didn't get enough coating. The one right here on his torso did. So yeah, that's something to note. And then on the back of his costume, he does have the star, which is symbolic of Captain America. I especially love the black star that he has right here. And then for the most part, he is reusing parts from Captain America. We do have these gloves that we saw on, I believe, the 75th and the Retro Toy Biz Captain America, which those do look good. And I think he's using the same waist and legs as the Toy Biz Tribute Captain America, which that's pretty good. I did like the bigger legs on that Captain America, and they do look really nice. It's just your standard musculature that we see on most comic book characters, so it does look nice. And then he does have the pirate-esque boots, which we saw on Captain America, which again, I want to say that they only have one mold of these boots because they're going the same direction. It was like that on all my Captain America figures actually, so it happens too often to be a mistake. So I'm guessing that they only have one boot mold for this, which that's a little bit odd. Why don't they have a left and a right? It does look good. It has a seam line going through it, and then he does have the same feet that we saw on Captain America. Overall, there's really not much detail to talk about John Walker here. He's just your standard Marvel Legend figure, cast in black with some paint on his chest, on his back, and then he does share parts from Captain America. So that is really, really cool. I do like that. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get John Walker posed and compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have US Agent posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have US Agent posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man. Here we have US Agent posed next to a Lightning Collection White Ranger and a Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. And for one final comparison, here we do have US Agent posed next to the Toy Biz Tribute Captain America. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually have a look at US Agent's articulation. He does have your standard ball joint at the head, which does let him look up to about right there. He does kind of have a lollipop syndrome because his head sits really high on the neck, so you can actually tilt his head back and it does look like his head is coming off his neck. He can't really look down because of how his chin is sculpted, but that's a pretty nice neutral look for him. We do get some slight head tilt, which is perfectly fine, does roll around really nicely. Then we do get a hinge in the neck, which doesn't really go back all too far. He does go back about that far. Going down, he looks down really good. I do like that. Arms do rotate, going around a little bit stiff on mine. Going out to the side, they go almost horizontal. It's not all the way, but it's close enough. He does have a bicep swivel, which works fine. Double bend in the elbow, a little bit hindered by the glove cuff, as you can see right there. And then he does have a swivel and hinge at the wrist. He does have your standard ab crunch, which does lean back to about right there. He does have somewhat of a really noticeable gap, leaning forward only to about that far, and that is very goofy looking, I'm not gonna lie. His head sits way too high on that peg. He does have a waist swivel right here, although I do have his belt a little bit high. You can actually lower it to about right there, but then it looks a little bit weird. I like having the belt right here at the waist, so it does rotate like that. Legs do kick forward really well. I do like that. Going back, it doesn't go back all too far. Out to the side, almost 45 degrees. It could be better. Swivel here at the thigh. Double bend here at the knee. Going to about right there before it just stops going. The mold isn't meant to go past that degree. Then we do have rotation at his boot. We have a hinge in the ankle going back and forward, and then of course forward facing pin for rocker ankle. So overall, US Agent here has your standard Marvel Legends articulation, which it works for the character. I really do like it. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get US Agent posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have US Agent posed for my final thoughts, and overall Hasbro has done a really good job with this US Agent. Now, I didn't pick up any of their original US Agent figures, probably because at the time I probably wasn't collecting Marvel Legends, or the figure itself just looked like garbage. This is a very, very good update to the US Agent, and I have to say Hasbro did a really decent job with this figure. And I say decent because there's a lot of things they could have done differently. They could have given him a bigger shield, which I think that's probably one of my biggest complaints about this figure, is he has a very small shield. If they had given him just a slightly bigger shield, I think that would really look really good, as well as giving him a little bit of a paint wash, because all black plastic, it does do a really good job capturing the light, but a little bit of shading would have really brought a lot of those details out. An extra head for an unmasked John Walker would also have been really nice, but overall this is still a really solid figure, although I do feel like he could have come with a few more accessories. What you get here is a pretty solid US Agent, and if you don't have one in your collection, definitely add this guy to your Marvel Legends set. US Agent is starting to hit stores at the time I'm making this video, so if you haven't already found him, go check out your local Walmarts. Target is getting really hard to find Marvel Legends, so maybe don't want to check there. Walgreens, Amazon, Big Bad Toy Store, or Entertainment Earth. I did get my US Agent from Amazon, as you guys saw from my It Came From Amazon unboxing, where it was a really nice surprise seeing him in the package. Now, I did get mine at a discount. They did ship them out to me for about $18, which is surprising. That is a very good price for a US Agent. I'm really glad that I didn't pay more than $20 for him. He's not that expensive of a figure to make, and I really don't see him valued more at $20. So $18 for US Agent, absolutely sign me up. If you can get him for a good price, definitely pick him up. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other Marvel Legends videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified anytime I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.